All right, take another 30 seconds. Make sure you have this written down in your digital notebook. So even though the force exerted on each object in a collision is the same strength, the objects have different masses, their changes in velocity will be different. All right, just a few more slides and I'm going to let you guys go. So remember, we are investigating this question. So what are these two questions? What are the forces like in a collision? And then in a collision, how do forces affect the objects? So let's look at this picture. I think this is the last slide that we're going to be answering on. And so what I want you to do right here is to describe the forces in a collision. And then describe how the objects in a collision change velocity. How are the objects affected? All right, so we are answering our investigation question. We're describing the forces in a collision and then describing how the objects in a collision change velocity and how are those objects affected. All right, if you want to use this picture as a model or you want to talk about it in your writing, then you can. But make sure we are responding in Pear Deck. There's only about 6 people that are responding. Once you guys get done responding to this question, I'm going to look at those later on and see who answered what. And I will give points for that question most likely. So make sure you are responding. I'm going to plug my computer up, guys, before it dies. All right, so make sure you're responding in there. I'll give you guys plenty of time. While you guys are typing, I'm going to tell you what you have left to do, and then I'm going to let you guys go. So after you respond to this question, if you have not already started on that homework, you're going to have to respond and amplify and finish the sentence. You're going to look at the Sherman story. You guys have seen Sherman before. And so what you're going to do is you're going to read the comic strip and write a response to Sherman below the image. Okay? All you're doing is kind of finishing his sentence. So that is all that you have for Amplify homework. The other thing that you have is the exit slip on Canvas. Okay, we've got an exit slip on Canvas, and that is under today's module. So once you guys get finished with that, you can start on the homework and then move on to the exit slip in Canvas. Right, so lesson 3.3, exit slip. Right, let's make sure that we get those done. I have put grades in the grade book from last week. So if you see that you're missing something, make sure you get that done. Email me if you have questions. All right, so once you get that question done in our Pear Deck, your next thing to do, I'm not going to go on to this because some of you may still be responding, some of you may have not responded yet. So make sure that you do. The last two things, like I said, are our homework and the exit slip. Okay, I'm going to put it in the chat if you can't hear me. Give me 1 second. All right, if you need to write that down somewhere, write it in your agenda, write it on the back of your hand. Make sure you get that exit slip and the homework done on Canvas. All right, if you guys don't have any questions, we are free to go, and I will see you guys on Wednesday.